Lane. Are you working on the GTR? Turn my gain up a little bit. That looks better. There we go. Yeah, we're closer to the red/orange there. Today, I get to do 2 links. One of them is just going to be break-in. One's going to be initial startup. Are you working on the GTR right now? What are you working on?
Sorry, what?
What are you working on?
The GTR.
Okay.
I just wanted to coolant pressure test it. Looks like it's only leaking from right here.
Is that actually coming out of the crossover, or is it coming out of the hose next to it and shooting down? Look like it's out of the crossover. It doesn't seem to be leaking. Just so you know. That motor is a little tractory.
Yeah.
And when it's warming up, it goes connect, 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 connect. Like,
yeah, it's a Tedder automotive block.
It's leaking.
Never heard of Tedder Automotive, but
You did. You know. I know that you know them because you sent me one of the reels that they made.
oh, okay. So it's out of here, right? Did you turn the smoke off?
I turned it down.
Oh, okay. Or is it coming out of there? So it's there because he turned it down right from the hand there.
Turn it back up a little bit.
There's a razor blade in here.
That's what's up.
There we go. Now it's starting to pull out a little more.
Yeah, we can move this too.
Ah.
Hey. Oh, mine died. Oh yeah, the crossover is not being held down.
So there's
the
a gap.
bolts are too long.
Ah.
I was like, the bolts are tight for sure.
They're too long.
They're valve cover bolts.
They're bottomed out.
Yep. Okay, that's good though.
Yep.
That's easy.
Did you hear that?
It's the wrong bolts.
Bolts are bottomed out.
They're too long, so they're bottomed out in the hole, and it's not holding the crossover down tight.
So the bolts are tight. Crossover is no tight.
So you can add washers or use shorter bolts.
I like both options. Okay, what do you want?
I just want to talk about that motor being loud.
Yeah.
That's it. We're good, though.
Okay.
So then you can get back to the GTR.
You got it.
All right, let's do this. Let me get my fans plugged in. Ugh. Oh, this one fell off. Today, I forgot my phone at home, which is a little bit liberating and a little bit terrifying. All right, we'll fire this car in a second. Let me get back in. Hey, Chase.
Yes, sir.
Do you have USB-C?
I have a USB-C, USB-C.
Yeah, just plug me in.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I needed the cord.
I'm good. No, thank you. What time is it? Fuck, it's no way. That can't be the right time. Fuck. Hey, Gustavo. Is it really 1 o'clock Pacific? That can't be fucking right. That means I'm way behind. I forgot my phone at home, which is, like I said, both liberating and terrifying. And this engine. It's got some pretty interesting piston slap. Knock, 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 knock. Very random piston slap. Which is kind of, like I said, that's terrifying too. Let's go to ignition. Let's go to ignition table, ignition corrections. Let's do that. Let's go to coolant temp correction. Where are we at? We're right here. Let's do this. Buy that new damn thing. Oh, because I'm an idle. Because I'm an idle right now. Still slapping. So some ECUs have piston slap compensation where they add a bunch of timing in certain load areas to reduce piston slap. Now, I've never been one that tried that, but I figured since this one was so loud and apparent that I would give it a shot. Now, it says idle status is active and position is 4.5, which is higher than the base, yet it's not pulling it down. Oh, because I turned down the integral. That's right. I turned it off yesterday. I was troubleshooting something. So let's do this. Here we go. Maybe I should drive it down. Let's see if that slap is any quieter. It does change it. It does make it different. Having more timing on it does affect the slap. Yep. As soon as I go to a lower timing target, the slap gets louder. So there is something to be said about using high timing when it's cold if you have a slappy motor. I think that works. I think this table works at idle. Man, that throttle is so not responsive. I don't understand why it's so... Wow, look how dead that is. I'm gonna give it 26 and it's going 9. I don't think I have it set that slow. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Interesting. Okay, RPM lockout. Why? See, that's weird. Is that timing, or that amount of throttle should not make it idle that high. That's not too high. Earlier, that was not enough. So why is it now being that it's too high? It's almost like it added a... Interesting. Where is my, there it is, startup engine, power steering, dash pots, 1 for 1 second. Let's go a little less than that. Whoopsie. Let's do that. And we'll do it for 2. Like that. Okay. Two might have been too long. Let's do 1. Let's make this 2. Like that. Alright, that's a little closer. Like that. See, this is 2.9. This thing should really be a... Man, that's... Something ain't right. Something is not right. E throttle target. Oh wow, that's dead as shit. I didn't set that table that way. That is weird. Why is that so dead? And why is it 2D? Sorry, I'm struggling here to figure out why some of this is the way it is. It's not the way I set it up. I wonder if when I changed modes, if it rewrote the tables. Sometimes Link does that. If you rewrite a mode, then your table changes. And that, if you go like into a 3D mode, or if you go into a, like say you change your modeling from traditional to modeled, or you change your priming from 2D to 3D, or things like that, then it completely changes the stuff that's in that table, whether you wanted it to or not. This one, luckily didn't change that, so that's good news. Let's do this. And we're going to make this an 8. We're going to make this a 9. Like this. And then we're going to make this a 5. Like that. And then it's going to be a 3. Right there. And then I'm just going to bleed that in. I'm just doing a little bit there to help soften the throttle at that might not be enough. Like that. There's that idle again. Why is it sticking so high? I don't have... This is so close to where it's supposed to be. You know, I need to redo the throttle calibration, because I think the first time I did, the battery voltage was low. And I think that's one thing I've noticed with the Lynx too, is that they're really sensitive to voltage when you do calibrations. I mean, everything is, technically. But I feel like the control circuit isn't as good for the internal power supplies. I feel like this isn't as good as other systems I've played with. Press pedal down. Press release pedal. Okay, that's that one. And now we'll go to this one. Okay. Store. I'm going to put this back into on mode. Store it again. Do a cycle. Okay. See, that's better. Now the battery's charged. When I first did it, the battery was dead on this thing. It was just really, really low. This guy's 1,000. That works. Factory Subaru's at 750 though, so That's better. Let's see how the idle returns. Still hanging. Still hanging. And this says 4. This is 3.1. And dashpot is point something, 0.6. So that should be 3.7, and it's going to 4. So what else is pushing up the idle? That's our question. What else is pushing up the idle? Is a fan running? Engine fan offset 0.4. That could be. Let's lower this down because that's too much anyways. I don't need that much. What else is pushing that thing up? And neutral park active. Oh, power steering's active. It's inverted. That's where it is. So that's the issue right there. Power steering's inverted. I'm like, man, something is definitely pushing this thing up. Okay, digital input, power steering. Right here. And then we change this active state. Like that. And then test it. Lower left corner here. There it is. Okay. So now, there's that 0.6 on top of 3.1. Okay, so that was definitely a problem there. Whew. Man, let's pull my hair up. All right, and now we're at the minimum clamp. It is set at 2, so we'll go 1.5, like so, and we'll see how it behaves. It hangs a little bit with the dash pot and comes back down. Okay, now our idle position is low, still low. I still feel like it is lower than it's supposed to be, but we'll bring it down to 2.8. And let the flare, 1250. I like 1250 flare. Okay, I like that. That'll work for now. We'll see what happens as we get going. Now, the other thing that you can do to drive it down quicker if you want is use a secondary ignition table, which I do on M-Trons because I feel like they need it more. You do a secondary ignition table and you do it based on throttle position. So like right here, I say go on and set all to 0 because I don't want it to all of a sudden just turn the engine off. And then always on. I can do always on, or I can set more conditions if I wanted to, right? For the ignition, map speed. So we're going to take this axis setup. We're going to keep engine speed, but we're going to get rid of map. Okay, -40 here. Now when I rev it, it'll drive that RPM down and do it. In fact, right here you can go, and this would be too much. We don't want to do this because it'll probably pop a little bit, but so now engine torque is very low, and it should drive it down if it's actually working. So let's go to ignition tune. Let's see, ignition tune 13. Yeah, negative. Then idle control. So that's, oh, so the dash pod's activating idle control as well. Okay. Now I do want to change that. I had it at 14, which is a little high. Let's go down to 12. Hit that again. Let's go to ignition again and see what we got. 12 and taper. Boop. Look at that. All right, that's nice. Nice. All right, so now let's work on this VE table. Because our VE, let me double check this time map. I haven't looked at it that much. 27 is fine. 14 pounds of boost, 7. That's definitely conservative. Okay, so that's safe. That's a good start. Let's go to fuel tune. VE table, where are we at? Negative 20. All right, well, that's a problem. Negative 20 is too much. That is too much, but that is not an unreasonable amount. So let's take a peek. Ethanol is not hooked up, so that's 0. It's technically 10. I should set that to 10. really rich on tip-in. Feels soggy. Let's go to acceleration. What's our acceleration at? Oh, it's cranking up. No wonder. Okay. Still rich as balls. Shoo. Wow, that is still super, super rich. What's our cold crushed? It's not even trip. Okay, that's weird. I'm just going to do this general curve right now. Well, that's weird. That's a 0. And that means if I put 1, it's going to be even richer. It's almost like it's not working. What's going on here? Okay, we got the fuel pressure sensor. We've got Excel enrichment, TPS. Okay, dead band. We can go a little higher than this. It's not going lean. Decay is fine. 60 is good. Sometimes 60 is too much, but this should be fine here. Now, there is an issue with what I'm doing. We don't want to do Excel enrichment before we finish the whole VE table, but I do want to get it close. I want to get just enough to where it's not falling so rich. Because we may find that like right here, this should be, say, 76, like this, say something like that, and then I tip in, and it doesn't go as much, but still it went quite a bit. That's because this is still there. Let's do 77, and then like this. Still rich. 90 is definitely going to be a little high here. This whole row, this row right here, probably belongs right there. Like that. And that should go like that. And that might help a smidge, but it's there. See, that helps some, but it's still real rich. And what's crazy about how rich that is I don't have it cranked up. I mean, it's at a 1.0 right now. And my... Oh, you fucking cunt. Pardon my French, sorry. I have a potty mouth today. I am swearing a bunch today, and that happens when I'm tired. I only have this at 3. Like, I do not have a lot of enrichment going on here. This engine's still banging away, though. It's still banging away. Let's change this to 1.5, since it's a small injector right now. Okay. Wrong injector size will do it. This car will get 1050s pretty soon, but right now it's on 550s. It's a little better. All right. Okay, that's cool. Let's get this. Let's get this VE table done here. Any desk. I want to connect to my dyno computer so I can put in the customer's information. I don't know the guy's name. Oh, yes I do. Yes I do. It's something Purdue. 55? I don't think it's quite 55 right now. It is raining, so that's pretty high humidity. I think we're closer to 50 right now. All right. Turn this off. Go to speed. And I want to calibrate the dyno to be 60 miles an hour. When the tack on this, it's an 04, so that should be like 44, 50-ish, somewhere around there. I'll figure that out in a second. Before I do that, I want to get this information for this car. Otherwise, I'm going to forget, and then it's just the whole last thing. I don't have my phone, so I can't check the calendar. Does this work? Oh, that's not good. I honked the horn, and the battery light came on.
Does it always do it?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it does.
Something's funky with that. What's this guy's name?
Michael Purdue.
Michaal? Okay.
Yep.
How do you spell Purdue? P-E or P-U?
P-E-R-D-U-E.
P-E-R? D-U-E?
Yep. Purdue.
Michael, you said?
Yep.
Cool.
And also, this is still on whatever fucking oil Chase Baptiste put in it. So, just be gentle.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's slappy as shit, so there's plenty of room in there. Oh, it's got that brown shit, too, in it, huh? Okay, I'll be gentle. What's the license plate on this thing? I forgot to put that in. Echo Mike 092?
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. Well, that's really weird. Didn't do it that time.
That was funny, though.
Yeah, it's
Oh. I was on the phone with the customer. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Has no one heard this horn?
No.
Pulsar will take the turbo back, but they want 10% restocking and shipping, so let's fill the Taylor in.
Just gotta charge him.
every now and then when you honk the horn, the battery light comes in and things get funky. So that's why it keeps happening. Why I keep honking.
Oh.
So
Dude, I thought Lane was just like, "Yo, you can fuck yourself." I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
he keeps that inside.
Yeah. No, I don't tell anyone.
He keeps that inside.
No, that's why he's
He's standing next to me smiling, but inside he's going, "Go fuck
He's
yourself."
like, I'm staying late. He just waits for you and I to leave. He looks, he goes, Carson, let me tell you something.
Fuck that guy right there, he says. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna watch the battery voltage. Watch your ears, it's loud. Here I go.
The horn,
That time it's good.
horn blows. How about the driver?
Yeah, I mean, for the right amount of money, every man has his price.
Bad oil.
Yeah, do we want to change oil on it? It's brown.
That's what oil is, idiot.
It's true.
Haven't you seen
I'm
SUV?
sorry. What I meant was it's orange.
Yeah, it is orange.
Because brown isn't actually a color. Did you know that? Yeah, brown is just dark orange. Brown doesn't actually exist. It's just a dark orange. Yeah,
Is that why blue and brown go together so well?
maybe. That's why orange and brown go together so well, because they're just the same color. But that's all. I just wanted to get his name, show you the thing,
Okay.
and then talk about how loud the engine was,
Wow.
and then I'll be easy on it because it's got shit oil.
You should have heard it with the eBay header with a bunch of cracks and leaks.
Uh-huh.
It was sick. It sounded straight. I started it and I was like, oh, it's fucked. It's blowing up.
Yeah. It
Started
sounds like
again,
it.
Started listening to it and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
There's definitely pistons, but also some
I remember that one. I was like, I don't know. It sounds like it's got a gnarly exhaust.
I thought it was an EE20 when I fired it up. That's the Subaru diesel, Chase, in case you didn't know. Okay.
Okay, ribbit.
That guy
5,000
with,
RPM.
that guy with the old BMW call back yet?
No.
Dude, when I took that phone call.
Okay. Can you guys see my status? Oh, you can't see the status thing. Oh, all right. Well, that doesn't help you guys out any. Can't see the status thing. So today, as you may have heard, I'm going to do 2 links. One of them, though, is actually neat. It won't be on the dyno, but I will take the computer and everything to it. It's a bug eye, okay? And you guys may know how I feel about bug eyes. But it's a bug eye that Lane and Carson, with a smidge of Dom, are building here at the shop. It's Carson's car. It's 6-speed and Brembo swapped and all of that. It's got a JDM big port 2-liter in it. It's a big port 205, not the big port 250 or 207. It's got the Legacy black plastic manifold on it, not the GT, but the NA one in like the 20, I think it's 10 or 14 Legacy. It's a taller plastic one with a bigger plenum, and it actually looks really sweet. And we've been contemplating about whether it's a good manifold or not. It's got large runners and they're long, and it's got bell mouths inside it and everything. It's a pretty cool little manifold, and so we're really curious as to how it's going to do. And then it's got a rotated G30, I think it's a 660 on it. So it's got the 660, it's got the 2-liter, it's got the black manifold, it's got a big throttle body, which is going to be a nightmare. It's got an air-water intercooler, so like the total volume from the turbo to the engine is very low. It literally leaves the turbo, goes to the fender well where the core is, and then from the fender well back to the throttle body. So there isn't a mile of intercooler piping. There's no big intercooler core, so it should be pretty snappy. It's an AVCS 2-liter, so it's a big port AVCS 2-liter with a Link G4 and flex fuel and fuel pressure monitoring, oil pressure monitoring, and all of that, and a 6-speed swap bug eye. So I think it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna turn the gain down a smidge on my mic. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. So that's gonna be neat. I'll move the camera around so you can see it. It's just a yellow bug eye, and it's not all the same shade of yellow, and all of that. So, but overall, I think it's gonna be cool when it's all done. It's got 1050s and flex and all that on it. The exhaust is out the hood. It's not a full exhaust out the hood and everything. So it's gonna be something. It's gonna be something pretty cool, I think. Let's see. Let's calibrate this tag. I said I guessed 4450. Let's see what it is in this STI. 4457. I was close. All right. I mean, you do enough of them, and you know what the gear ratios are going to be. All right. So now I'm going to bring this down to 35, and we'll work on the VE map and work on the VE table for this engine. And then that's all I'm really doing on this. I got to zero out the boost control too, because it's literally break-in, 550 injectors, nothing crazy. And so we don't want to blow this thing apart. But it will have, actually, let me go here first, see what we got. It's not a lot. I'm going to go to disabled. Disable it. Now, disabled is different than off. Because with disabled, it still lets me do some stuff. You see here, I got this going on. I got other stuff. And so it should, in theory, have no wastegate duty cycle. So boost target would be here. Boost status is off. Where's our duty cycle? Why is it not there? Whatever. I'll just hit log. That's fuel too. I hit the wrong button. That's log. So if I give a throttle, you can see right here in the lower left, wastegate duty cycle is 0. And here we are. Boost built up now. 5 pounds. Nope, that's a little more. Almost 7 pounds. So we're almost 7 pounds of boost here. Maybe just 7 pounds. 7 point something. Okay. Fuel is rich as shit. Very rich. So 7.3. That is way high. We don't want that. I want this to be lower. Why is this not going down? I'm clicking on it. There we go. Oh, you're killing me. You are killing me. Okay. got 9.2 as my target right here. That might be a little rich, actually. I'm gonna raise it up a smidge. Make that a little leaner. Like this. 9.5, 9.6. 9.65 sounds good. That's a good cruising AFR. This fuel map's a little small. Oh, that's the AFR target table. You fucking idiot. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's go next step up and load. It immediately richens up. Look at that. Immediately richens up quite a bit. So we're going to take some out of there. I mean, that was a 5% jump and then some. So it would be expected that it would richen up a lot. Okay. Let's look at the VVT here. Our target's 18, and we're almost atmospheric pressure. Oh, fuck, it's on. I don't know why they do this. It makes no sense for it to be... Makes no sense to have that on TPS. None at all. Because it isn't TPS fueling based, it's map based. Yeah, see, this is all. I gotta fucking recalibrate this again. That's weird. It was all good before. There we go. Because it said 2 degrees. I don't know if you saw that or not. It said 2 degrees a second ago. Whoopsie, wrong button. That's weird. I hit. There we go. Alright. So that's closer. Excellent. Bank 1 solenoids is 100%. That's not good. That is not good. Neither of them is going up. We are above that. The target is 20. The system is active. Both solenoids are 100%. It's trying to make things happen. Aux 1 and aux 2 for the outputs. Let's double check. Bank 1 cam position. Trigger 2 and DI2. Yep, that's correct. Aux 1, aux 2. no. That is not ideal. That is no bueno. I mean, it feels remarkably torquey for only having one cam. It feels pretty good for only having one cam moving. I mean, it's obvious that it's not because I can feel it being a little labored. And that makes sense also is why when I was tipping it in earlier, how it stayed really rich, even though it shouldn't have been that rich because the cam wasn't moving, wasn't advancing like it should. So that is a bummer. God damn it. I've just got a bad cam, so bad solenoid or cam stuck or what. See if we can hear it. Okay, so left one. Oh, but man, it took RPM. I had to get 2,500 RPM. I wonder if this thing has super low oil pressure. Oh, it's got a... Wait. It says 67 PSI at idle right now. Or with it not running. It says 80. But when I turn it off, it says 66. If this thing has 14 pounds of oil pressure. Oh, shit. It's always just something else, you know? It's always something new. And by something new, I mean it's always the exact same problem. God damn it. Wait, why is that doing that? I don't want that. Okay, we'll do that. Sure. No, I want this over here. Like that. There you go. Oh, nice hoodie. Oh, hoodie. The SCI hoodie. Yeah, I got this for... So, I think this thing only has 14 pounds of oil pressure.
Yeah, the gauge says it.
ABCS doesn't advance until like 2,500 RPM, and then only one side goes up.
Yeah.
And the other side doesn't. So I don't think it has any oil pressure.
No.
Why are we doing this?
Why
are we doing this?
That's what he brought me.
Okay.
I didn't touch a single mechanical thing.
I know. I mean, you put the intercooler on.
Intercooler on it. That was it.
Could you poke your ear under there? I'm going to turn the solenoids on and see if they're clicking at all. Okay, I'm going to do the other one now.
Oh, yeah.
I actually hear him here, so.
I mean, the oil can just be such shit.
Dude, but yeah, I don't know what's in it. I mean, it's all orangey and stuff.
We have a guy here who's building a KAT truck and he wants to talk about tuning.
Okay, I can talk to him. Where is he?
In the lobby.
Okay, well, I'm done with this thing, so.
You're done.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Alright. I'll see if I can't change the oil in the dyno. I got like 90.
I know you're doing lots of shit. How's it going? Good. So you're gonna do a K24 turbo?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done those?
What's that?
I've done those.
You've done those?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we did like a 750 horsepower one.
I'm hoping to get maybe 350, maybe 4 out of it.
That's not too hard.
I don't know.
That's doable.
I mean, I got the pipe, threw a bunch of parts and a bunch of money into it. So.
Okay. You got head studs and good gaskets and stuff on there?
Yeah. I got ARP studs.
What rods and pistons are in it?
Where did I put the pistons?
I'm more concerned about the rods than the
Yeah.
pistons, to be honest
The
with you.
rods were, what are those?
K1,
No.
Carrillo,
No.
Eagle,
No.
Manly,
Not the man.
Boost Line,
Something rods is with the name.
Cunningham,
Something,
Carrillo,
something rod.
Max Speeding rods.
Matt, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Max Feeding. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the pistons, like a Wiseco or something?
Pistons.
JE, Wiseco, Diamond, SRP, Ross. CP. CP is a common one too.
CP, I don't think so. Maybe they were. Let me see.
Do you as a kit or separately?
I kind of went two different places. Like the turbo, I went for at one place, and then everything else is through like O&J and Injuku.
Juku Racing, yep. Mm-hmm.
So I went through both of them. O&J did the cam.
What cam's in it?
It's a factory cam, but it sent it back to O&J, and they had it machined.
Oh, they reground it?
They reground it.
Okay.
The valve, I got upgraded valves and the adjustable valves because they're not adjustable, I guess, on the motor originally. So I got adjustable valves. I think they're 550 CFM injectors.
Oh, CC injectors.
Yeah.
CC per minute. Okay. What turbo's in it?
Maybe it's a CV or C. I don't know. It was a
CX Racing.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yep, the CX Racing.
And then what engine management system are you running?
Mega Squirt
Okay.
is what I'm gonna put in. Yeah.
Do you already have that?
I have everything. Yeah, it's like I said,
okay.
the motor's in at the machine shop right now. I know we need to put it back in the truck, wire everything, and
Okay. It's not a great system, especially when it comes to boost and closed loop control.
the Mega Squirts.
Yeah, it's not a very good system. Not for what you want. I wouldn't use that. If I could return it, I would. The reason for that is it doesn't have a good closed loop system on it, and if you want it to stay together, you're going to want a good closed loop system on it for refueling, especially because the KA it's capable, but the head bolts are kind of far apart, and it's easy to lift ahead if things go wrong. So definitely don't want that. And otherwise, it's a pretty good motor. I obviously I don't know what cam profile it is with the reground cam. That may or may not be an issue, but Mega Squirt definitely isn't a good system. It has not good boost control, not good fuel control, not good ignition control, not good idle control. No, it's pretty much the bottom of the barrel.
It was like the plug. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the one that kept popping up. Was,
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Mega
I mean, I've tuned 1,000 of them.
Sure.
But they're just not very good. And so if you're looking for good engine protection and engine control, that ain't it. They just don't have features. They don't, like a fuel map is like 12 cells, or idle control is extremely lacking, way lacking, and it's just not good. So it can be done,
Sure,
but it will always be lacking. There will always be something that you wish it had.
I gotcha.
The best ECU for the money would be a Link. A Link is light years ahead of a Mega Squirt, and especially if you use like their CAN Lambda system, which is the wideband that works with it. I got 3 right now. I'm doing that one on that, one over there on it, one over there on it. I have 4 actually here, a handful of them, because you cannot beat the features. The fuel model, the closed loop control, the idle control, all that stuff is just light years better than.
And are those universal like they fit on my motors?
Yeah, they have universal options. They have plug and play options.
The Mega Squirt is when I just typed in the motor. It was like
my phone today. What?
Pretty much. It kept popping up. Was the
what's the vehicle?
It's a 4x4 hard body, 97.
97?
Yeah.
And so are you wiring the Mega Squirt in yourself, or how are you putting that in? You got like a harness for it, or what is it?
I was planning on probably just wiring it in. But maybe that's why I'm here. Maybe it's just all fortunate. I'm over here just working on the HVAC over here.
Oh, okay. Right on.
So
it's funny.
And
yesterday,
I kept hearing you guys. I'm like, oh man, that's badass. I can't wait for mine to get done. I should go over here and chat with them.
Yeah.
I haven't chatted with the tuner about any of this yet.
Yesterday, I saw the umbrella over there. I was like, is that a fucking hot dog truck over there? And then I was like, oh, they're working on the HVAC. That's what it is. What's wrong with it?
One of the coils came from the factory with the leak in it.
Is that a new system on there?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bad brazing from the factory.
Yep.
That sucks. Is that just a standard? How new is that system?
We put it in December.
Oh, so what refrigerant is that one using?
410.
Yeah. It could be worse, I guess. There are some worse ones. It could be CO2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, right on. But I actually said yesterday during one of my streams, because I stream my tunes, I mentioned, I thought that was a hot dog truck over there or something. Yeah. Because from my angle, it looks like a cart and then an umbrella.
Oh, I got
right? I'm like, what the fuck are they doing over there? And then I realized, oh, it's the HVAC thing. It's raining, so you guys are keeping the guys dry. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so that's the main thing that I would change out of it. Everything else, is something we can work with, really well. I mean, I can work with Mega Squirt,
sure,
but you're leaving yourself short a lot.
So, if I was like the Link, that's what you would recommend, and that's all you'd have to wire that all in and stuff.
Yeah, wire it in. Yeah, I don't know what they have in the way of plug and plays for the truck, because they have some plug and play units. I don't think they have it for that, but they do have some KA units. They do have some other units. So it depends on what engine harness plug is on it. Did the truck come with a KA?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of them have a harness plug that matches up, and you just screw it in, move a couple wires, and you're done. If not, then we can do. There's adapter harnesses you can get, and then there's just straight out engine harnesses that you can get too. That you just lay on top of the engine and plug into the thing. So there's all kinds of options in that regard. And the KA is a popular enough engine that almost every one of these systems supports the KA. So
the problem I kept finding was that everybody does the DET or the DE, and not a lot of them do the E.
Yeah, so this is just a straight E, single cam.
Single cam.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. As long as we have access to a crank sensor and a cam sensor of some sort, then we can run it. That's all. We just need to. So basically, ECU needs to know 2 things. It needs to know where the crankshaft is in rotation. Right. So we need just a signal that tells us where the crank is. And then a second one that says what stroke we're on, right? Because there's 720 degrees in a cycle. Okay. It's a 4-stroke, right? So 180, 180, 180, 180. Okay. So, is it number 1 that's firing right now? Or is it number 3 that's firing right now? Kind of thing. So, or is it K1423? I forget. Whatever it is. The one that's 360 out from that.
Yeah.
So you have 360 sync, which is just the crankshaft, and 720 sync, which is the cycle.
Yeah.
And so as long as we can get it a single pulse that happens from a cam and something from the crank, we can run it on almost anything. So it's not hard to do. I put one in my Honda side-by-side. I wired in a system on there, and I hijack sensors and Mine establishes sync based on the pressure in the intake manifold. It doesn't even use a cam sensor. So I have a runner that has this pressure sensor in the runner. And so when that valve opens, it sees the suction of that valve from that cylinder and goes, oh, this is the one that's firing. So this one's on the intake stroke.
Oh, I got you.
So it's able to figure it out where it's at in the cycles. So like there are lots of things that can be done to make shit work.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a big deal. Yeah.
So I'm trying to, I guess, I don't know, is that something, maybe I should look into this link system?
I mean, if you want it
I
to
want
idle better, run better, last longer, make more power, drive smoother, then I would say
That's
yes.
it, absolutely. I want it to be like streetable, but
Oh, yeah.
I want to be able to,
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I would say yes, then you definitely want to. Because like I said, it can run on the other one.
What's
it just
something like
won't
that?
be
What's
as
something
good.
like that run?
It depends on which model. So the KA, that's a 4-cylinder, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2.4 4-cylinder, so we don't need anything crazy. And so they're, I don't know, like 16-ish, 16 to 18, something like that,
Mm-hmm.
is where they're at. And I think the Megaworks now are like, what, 900 to 11 or 12 or something like that?
Around there,
Yeah, so like it ain't that much more, and you get so much more. It's less than twice the price, but you get like 4 times as many features,
Okay.
including really good motorsports features. If you wanted, anti-lag or pops and bangs or rolling things, stuff like that, we can make noises, we can make boost, we can do burnouts, we can do trash control, we can do just about anything as long as we can just feed it the data that it needs. It's extremely capable. We can do screens, aftermarket screens that display all the information. The CAN, just via CAN. It talks with 2 wires to the ECU. We can take fuel pressure sensors and oil pressure sensors and, feed them the ECU, which is always recommended to have those 2, so at least we can log oil pressure, make sure it's good, fuel pressure, so that we know if the fuel system's lagging.
Yeah.
Because if the fuel pressure starts to drop, and the link will see that, and it'll add more fuel to compensate for it. Megasport won't do that. Okay. So if the link will try and save the engine from melting down if your fuel pump's not enough or you suck an air pocket.
I got you.
The Megasquirt's just like, melt it down,
Send it.
Yeah. So it's got those features in there. Okay. And it's so universal that if you decided, you know what, I want to put a twin cam head on it, then we just wire it in, right? You just do it and do a couple small changes to the tune. If you, you can literally do just about anything. So with them. And that same unit could power a 6-cylinder or maybe a V8 or, another project car in the future if you had another one to go to. So the system isn't just stuck doing your
Is
KA.
it LINK or LANC?
Link, just like LINK, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think just linkecu.com is what it is. Let me, turn that off. Let me save that. Yeah, okay, fine. Let me save that. And this guy. Yes. Oof. So that's one that I'm doing right now. You just stay where you are. I'll turn around so you can see over my shoulder here. Okay. So this system here is really good because it gives me the ability to do lots of stuff. So these are all the tables, folders over here for all the features that it has. So we can adjust the fuel based on, you can do flex fuel. So there's an ethanol pump in Spokane, right?
Yeah.
So you could go there, fill up with, say, half a tank if you wanted of ethanol, and add 60 horsepower. And if I program it to do so, it'll adjust the boost, adjust the timing, adjust the fueling all automatically for any ratio of ethanol or in the car or whatever, the truck. So, like I said, you could just pour in 100 horsepower, if you do a full tank. Or 60 for a half tank or something like that, right? Like my own car, my Beamer over there, at zero or regular pump gas, it does like 300 and what was it? Oh no, it's like 420 wheel on this dyno. If I pour in ethanol, it's 500, right? So oh yeah. So the ethanol is really good for that. So this will handle all that stuff It'll do a lot of features like the factory ECUs will. So my closed loop lambda, that means I'm controlling the fueling while I'm driving.
Okay.
And I can set it to do it in boost, out of boost, different targets based on that, like all sorts of things. So it'll this whole section is all about the closed loop lambda, how I want to control it. And then it can have long-term learning like the factory ECU can, where it'll say, you know what, every time I'm in this load cell, I'm pulling 5% fuel, I'm just going to pull 5% all the time. And then it'll save that data. And then what I can do is come in later on, see what it's learned, and then apply that to the main fuel map and then zero that out again, and then it'll be more accurate. Okay. So it's got all kinds of stuff like that in it, as well as, like I said before, the boost control on it, the ability to adjust it based on all kinds of parameters, and I can make parameters myself, but intake air temp, coolant temp. I can set other targets based on, we could put switches if you wanted on the dash for high and low boost if you wanted, or push buttons, all sorts of stuff. Like you can do pretty much anything with it. So it's really good. And then using the CAN system, which just means Common Area Network, it's just 2 wires, and we can hook up screens. So like what I run, so if you wanted to say have a gauge pod on your dash or something, you could just round gauge, and it tells you the boost, the AFR, the fuel pressure, whatever, and you could cycle through different screens and tells you different stuff. Like here's one that says map, and so you have little pods like that, or you can do a screen like this that shows you all sorts of things and has buttons. So, you know, I'm going to put a high boost map on. You can enable the high boost map on it. There's a bigger one that's got more buttons on it. Sure. There's this full screen, okay, a 7-inch screen like this that could take the place of your dash, your cluster you have. You could toss the cluster out, and that could go in there, and you could wire things into it. And it has blinkers and shift lights and mile per hour and everything on there. So like you can expand and do all kinds of stuff if you want to get trick with it. They have a tire pressure monitoring system. If you want to add tire pressure monitoring system to it, then you could add to the screen and it'll give you warnings and show you tire pressure stuff. Like we can do pretty much anything. Yeah. So, that's based on using the right ECU from the start, you know.
Okay, right.
And that's where, is it kits? Where is it? Here it is. So here's a TPMS system. So you can buy this system, and it can integrate into one of those screens. And you see here's, yeah, and then the pressures and temperatures and all that stuff on here. You can do that, or it can integrate into this screen, you know, the small one if you wanted. You can do whatever. We can just integrate it. So yeah, and it's not bad either. Like it's only $180 for that system, right? Obviously the screen's extra. You gotta buy the screen separate, but still, like that's not a bad system. You gotta pay money to get those put in, right? You know, and then just wire this in, power, ground, and then two wires of the ECU, and yeah. Anyways, so there's all kinds of stuff that we can do, and all it takes is just the right ECU to start, and we can do all kinds of cool stuff.
Okay. Okay. Link.
Right here. So they just released a new product here, but gosh damn it. Someone's blowing you up, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. That's how this for me too. If I brought my phone today, then I would have the same thing.
Sometimes it doesn't shut up.
Yeah. All right, what the fuck? Let's go. I clicked on it already. Dude, the internet is so broken here. Okay, so Nissan, right?
Yeah.
N15, S13, 300, RX 350Z. That's all they got for plug-and-play ones. But depends on the header that's on there too. If it's a 76-pin header, or if it's a 50-something pin header. Some of these work for different models as well.
Okay.
What year did you say it was?
97.
Right, so you can check the header and see what header's in it. And then check the pin out, see if one of the plug-in ones is available. Otherwise, we'd use a wire-in one. And a wire-in one would be one that would go with you anywhere, right, and use other cars. So something like this. Something like a Storm or Extreme would be plenty for a KA.
Mm-hmm.
Fury is the higher-end one. This one's too small. That one's too small. Those are for small power sport stuff. But any of these would be ones that you could run on it. It's just a matter of the features that they have built into them.
Sure.
So like this one has the O2 sensor control built into it. So you just plug the sensor into this. Other ones, you got to get a module that talks to this via the CAN bus and tells it what the air fuel ratio is. So it just depends on.
Okay.
I don't see it. Can you keep asking news? Oh, very last one. So like this guy. This unit talks to the ECU with those 4 O2 sensor plugs into it. So, but this is like another 300 something bucks or 400 bucks. So you don't have to buy this if you get the more expensive one of these. So like this one comes with that built into it.
Okay.
So it just depends on, where we're going with it. So and then we can get looms. If we need to wire it in, we can do that. Or if we need to chop yours and pin it out, which takes a long time. It's almost faster to make a new harness, but there's all kinds of stuff you can do.
That's what I'm not looking forward to. I've seen all the wires that the thing came with, the Mega Squirt.
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be a plug-and-play basically.
Yeah.
And it,
Well, we do a lot of stuff like that here, but obviously it's not cheap.
no,
Because there's a lot of time, in it
absolutely.
and stuff. But
Absolutely. You got a card or anything?
I have mine for the tuning stuff, and then these guys for parts and everything else. This one's worn out.
I could have rolled it once I get closer to everything. Once I get the motor in and wheels on the ground again,
There you go. There's a fresh one. That guy.
You're Dominic?
I am. Randy?
Yeah, Randy.
Randy. How's it
Nice to
going?
meet you.
Me too.
Cool. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, you're very welcome, dude.
All right. I'll be in touch.
All right.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, once this thing gets a little bit closer. Thank you for talking to me.
You're welcome. Have a good day. I know I'm live. How are the tunes going today? Well, the first car I tried to do is broken. So some other shop built the engine for it, and it's acting like it has extremely low oil pressure, like 14 psi. And when I try and raise the RPM, the cams don't advance until I get higher in the RPM, then the cam will finally advance. And only one of them. So I think it's got shit oil pressure. And it's extremely loud. It sounds like a diesel when you fire it up. So I think that one's just plain fucked.
That checks out. So
Let's
make
see.
Subaru a Subaru.
You want to show the people what we got going on here?
Yep, I'm doing that right now. I'm expanding my camera and show them the boo guy, or the big eye as my friend calls him. So super, super high quality paint job on it, as you can see. I'm live streaming, yeah. Super high quality paint job, but this setup is really cool. It's a JDM Bigport 205 AVCS with this legacy intake manifold on it. It's kind of a bigger runner manifold with a bigger plenum. And so we were really interested in wondering, how good does that do? And inside this manifold, it's got little velocity stacks on each of the 4 cylinders. And it's got a big plenum volume, which is really fun. It's good for throttle response and shit. And so we've got this on here. Sure, if you want. What turbo is this?
3076.
Is this Josh's old one? No.
That one is.
This is Josh's old one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not convinced that was 100% the problem. Pick up.
Wait, is that... No, that's not Josh's old one. Josh's was destroyed. This is either James's or...
Josh's leaked oil. Remember it had like oil and
profusely.
housing? Yeah.
But we didn't do the change on that. Somebody else did that. That was done by another shop, so we wouldn't have Josh's turbo. So
we did the 35 or the 3900 on it.
We didn't do it though.
Yeah, we did. I did.
No, Dream Chasers did it.
They did it, and the up pipe was the Turbo Smart or tile inlet flange on the Garrett, which doesn't work.
Right.
So I ended up redoing his up pipe and doing it right.
Huh.
Yeah. But that's the inside. You can see it right there.
It's got little stacks in there.
And on this side.
So we want to see how this thing does. So 3076, you said?
Yep.
All
We're
right.
going to see if it leaks.
I mean, I'm sure it will. It was profusely leaking. Because we oversped the shit out of it.
Potentially, yeah.
I ran that thing way over the limit. I ran it way over the limit. So, what else? The power steering reservoir is over there. It's, yeah. Hood dump. The air water intercooler is not here right now. Where'd the pipes all go? What happened to the intercooler pipes? Huh. Oh, I see them over there. So anyways, an air water goes right here. Above this, there's an air water core that sits right here. So it discharges under here, into the core, and then from here to the throttle body, like that. So it's just a real short bloop, bloop with it. So hardly any volume in it. So how about this? Did you get this crossover tightened down yet? Oh, okay. Trying to find something that don't break.
Well, we heel closed all the holes. We just
Oh, that's good.
didn't get the right hole.
Sure, that happens. So yeah, again, this is 6-speed and all that, so it'll be strong at the handle or whatever the setup makes. But the lack of compressed air volume post-turbo is what we're most excited about, because they always have the best response with that. The more volume you have, the longer they take to spool. And that's our rotated kit with the turbo, just a smidge higher. Why did we go smidge higher on this turbo? Just for drainage or what? It says like 3/4 higher than the last one.
I don't remember the reason. Oh, I was testing it. Trying it.
I mean, it doesn't matter if we're doing a hood dump anyways, and the
Yeah, it
downpipe
just-
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it just gets close to the firewall back there. What I
Sure.
did, I moved it up 3/4 of an inch to see if that would be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
It is and it isn't. Honestly, what needs to happen is it needs to move back more so that we can get a 4-inch coupler on this and get it more like here. Right, so I think I need to move it back 3/4
Is that?
of an inch.
Oh, it's a
Stay
4-bolt.
down.
It's a 4-bolt. It's not a T-bolt.
Yeah, it is.
Or VB engine.
Yeah.
Because then you
Which
can just
ones did you pull out?
squeak it a smidge over.
Oh yeah, they're way too long. There should be one of these with like a half.
So this is a smoke tester. He's actually smoke testing the cooling system to make sure that it was good, because they did a bunch of stuff to it. And smoke started pouring out of the crossover. It turns out he had slightly too long bolts in there, so the bolt got tight because it bottomed out. It didn't actually hold the crossover down. So he's working on that. So in just a little while, I'll be plugging into the link here and seeing if I can get things to communicate.
Yeah. So.
Is it? He's got juice now?
Yeah.
Is the fuel system sealed right now?
Yep.
And then you hooked the fuel brush sensor up.
Yep.
Who knows if it's fucking backwards or not?
Yep.
Okay.
No, the fuel pressure sensor goes directly to the link. On this, I didn't use a TGV for it.
Right, but I mean, like with the pinout, because the other one was backwards, but wasn't backwards. Like it matched all of the fucking
On the TGV? Or on the sensor?
on the sensor.
It was wrong on the sensor.
Yeah, because it was wired correctly. I triple checked everything.
Okay.
I looked at the colors. I looked at the locations. It was done. We did it right.
Okay.
But somehow power and signal reversed, or power and ground reversed.
Here's your cheat sheet.
So I thought that was really weird. So I think some of these, and we've run into that before.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that is, but that could be definitely inconsistency. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. Maybe it is the 150. That would make sense. That would make sense, even though they say it's the same. Because it happens about that frequently. So no. The thing about that, so I originally wanted to do that lower mount turbo to save on piping. And the thing is that when you go low, it has to go back. So we end up having the same amount of pipe as a stock up pipe, not as other rotating kits have it really tall, so we end up saving like 6 inches of tubing. But it's the same length as a stock up pipe. It just tilts back. But the biggest reason for doing that was to get the downpipe straighter, because the downpipe is very important and it's way overlooked. And even the big money kits, or like the ETS kits or whatever, for example, have a cheated bend off of the turbo. It's a cheated 90. So it's not even a full flowing 90. It's a cut 90. So like I didn't want that. I wanted a straight, full flowing hose off of the turbo to maximize the discharge of the turbo, and it works. All the cars that have our rotated kit like that spool really good for what they are. So, but yes, Steven, I knew I was still live. I was keeping it live on purpose. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to log into this link and start setting it up. This one isn't even unlocked yet either, so I need to do the unlock on it as well. I don't need this right now because we're not going to be on the dyno yet. I'm working on getting this thing fired up for the first time. So let's do that so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. Now we're going to be changing to different ECU, and I'm going to need the unlock code for this one too. Where's this cable at? Fuck. Do you have a link cable? Okay. I might have one here. Do we have any other ones?
Yeah, I pulled one up for you yesterday.
I know, but that's the one we put in the 04, right?
No, you already have one.
Oh, so then do you know where it's at? Okay. Oh, it's right here. The unlock code. He said he wrote. Okay. That's the serial. Yeah, I need the long number.
This one? Oh, good God.
Yeah, is that even the right one?
Should be. He told me the later one.
Okay. Do you know the phonetic alphabet? All right. I asked him if he knew the phonetic alphabet. I don't know. I'm on my 4th marriage. I might not be a good listener. Or maybe it was just an acquired skill. Lane doesn't know it either. Hooked on phonics?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's 100%. God damn it, Carson. Why'd you pull all threads out of this?
Is it fucked up? Is that the whole helicoil? Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, that one didn't get helicoiled. Okay. Gotcha.
Why'd we put this shit ass engine in here?
That's cold. You gave him that shit ass engine. What are you talking about?
Like, you put it in there, motherfucker.
Yeah, well, you gave him that shit ass engine. All right, standing by. Where are the last four? I doubt I got it from you. Let me see. Oh, that was it. We got it right. First try. That's even crazier because you weren't doing anything phonetically.
Jeez.
I mean, they are.
So what's D in phonetically? What? Delta? Delta? Foxtrot? Alpha?
Oh.
Echo?
I mean, you should know that stuff so we could talk better.
It might help conversation. Golf, Tango, Romeo, GTR.
Yeah, golf is G.
Golf, G, Tango, T, Romeo, GTR. There we go. I thought this was your homework list. He said
He's got a lot of homework. I've been teaching him all kinds of stuff today. So,
What?
learning's good for the soul.
is oil pressure hooked up?
Yes.
And that says volt 2, the math line.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, all that stuff should.
And what's 100 psi?
Let's see here. It is. It's an Ausport range 02 4 bars.
Well, that's not gonna work.
25 to 4 bars.
That's not gonna work.
No, 0 to 15. 0 to 150. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I was reading something. As I went across, I was doing this.
Reading's difficult.
It is difficult. Why you guys have to make fun of it?
It can be,
I was being honest. It's difficult.
especially for you clowns.
Hey, I graduated high school.
What map sensor's on it?
GR.
GR.
From the Corolla.
08 GR.
Probably make it more reliable.
Ironically, they have the same plug-in as Bug Eyes.
Are you sure?
Toyotas before they were reliable.
Because it's telling me this is not what's in it.
2005. No, it died. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it survived.
Yeah, it's not a GR.
What's it telling you?
It tells me it's a regular WRX.
Yeah, it's definitely a remote one.
Oh, WRX, not STI.
No. Yeah, WRX.
Okay, yeah, so they're the same. That's the same as what this came with.
That's what I said. The GR WRX.
I didn't hear WRX. I didn't hear Whiskey Romeo X-Ray, okay?
Wow. It's like can confirm.
All right, let's see. Accelerator BAP ECT. Where?
He's never said that to my car.
And you put fuel pressure on volt 4, right? Rear O2?
That was that blue wire you pinned in today.
And that's rear O2?
Should be.
Okay. And that's the 150 sensor I brought today?
Huh?
Is that a 150 sensor I brought today, or is that a 100 from before?
150 brought. No, it's 100 from before. Sorry.
Okay.
That was one I had.
Okay. And then it has ethanol on DI4?
Yes.
Oh, what IAT's in it?
None currently.
What's going to be in it?
Yours.
Okay.
I didn't even know I was in it until you told me. I know. Now I gotta look at my calendar and make sure I'm not in Seattle that weekend.
You said cam lambda's not yet hooked up?
No.
Okay.
You have to push it out early. Especially if people like me are retarded and try to get everything done last minute.
I think it's working because I'm building pressure.
Oh yeah. I mean, I literally got it tuned 8 days before the event. Not a good plan.
The day before we went to Big Northwest Subaru meet.
Yeah.
Last spring. The car was on the lift at 7 o'clock, getting the front promos bolted on.
There you go.
And we left at 3, I think, in the morning.
You wanna know what's worse? Driving from Kentucky to Florida and tuning on the trip.
Yeah, well, we have
No. No. I finished a car on a 3-day race car build that I did, and I tuned it on the way to the drag strip.
There you go.
And
I tuned a car from
with
Kentucky
with
to
2,000 cc injectors in it. We left my house, and then tuned it on the way there.
By the time you got there, it was like this.
Yeah, right. No, it ran good. I ran 10s.
There you go.
Love it.
My car's rated 10 out of 10. It's the closest to 10 I'll ever get. Yeah.
That dance wars.
I'm top 10% of the world for race cars. Well, we're smoking.
Oh no, we gotta move them on the. You move them on the chassis side, right, Dom?
What?
The black plug on the passenger side for ABCS.
Yeah, chassis side.
Okay, yeah, I did not. Yeah, it don't.
Dude,
Switch this to the hand pump.
you don't have an e-throttle relay, right?
A relay?
Yeah,
No, I used there what they told us.
right.
Link says to do it.
Without putting relay in it? Okay.
I made a funny sound. That might do go through that out.
If you're hitting it,
Sounds like that.
I'm unplugging the ECU. Is that okay? Or the side? So you can move these pins.
What are you unplugging?
The black plug.
Give me 1 second.
Told you, I'm hitting it.
Okay. You made it angry. Whoa.
What?
That's not nice.
Why I'm here?
Yeah, you're here because I'm here.
Yeah, that is. You're not wrong. I need someone to tube my shit.
It's not because you like me. It's because you need me. There's a difference.
It's because I like it.
He tuned mine before he tuned yours.
I mean, not a lot.
Which is weird. I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, I can roast you now.
Does that work in the car?
Well,
I not think so?
Something over here. Hold on, get some cheese. Oh, that's cracked. That's broken.
Is it? Oh, it's just a shitty one.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay, cool. Fucking.
So we have no more pressure now, which means something seriously broke.
Like, I think we have a leak. Almost there, Dom.
You're good. I'm just calibrating stuff in here.
Yeah, your car's pretty toast. You might as well sell to me for $500. For the GTT?
Like, I have a clean title red one.
I want your Subaru, your Cummins, and your Supra for my Subaru. I'll do that. For my Cummins?
You have it for free.
My Cummins? Dom, do you tune Cummins?
Yeah. Are you plugged back in there?
Hold
Okay.
on. One more.
He doesn't know yet, but he will.
I know.
I like my 617. Maybe one day when I have money, because now I'm broke. I know I'm broke.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure that's still for sale marketplace. It's not that they're actually going to sell it, it's just they can tell everyone to tune and delete it.
Facts. That's why I'm gonna post mine.
Like, no intention of selling it. Won't sell to you, won't respond to you. But just when people see the ad, tune and delete it. And he's like, break up when he hears it. Okay. Logan. I forgot to put the lock on it. Can I unplug it real quick?
Only I have 40. No, I know, but it sounded better. Why is that so? Where'd you get that?
Oh, it's the birds. I thought it was bubbles. I thought it was going to.
Are we good?
Yeah. Yeah, we're ripping. Calibrate that throttle.
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
See if it fails.
No H bridge defined. Okay. What does that mean?
We're driven in the bay, not on the hood.
Let's see. So I got the E throttle set up in setup mode. I've got 9 and 10. I don't have a relay. There's no E throttle relay, right?
No. I literally have it linked on their website. They literally just say that.
So,
Volt 9, and Volt 10.
one table, portional derivative, clamp, E throttle deadband, run throttle, fault delay, feed forward table. Okay, so there's no H bridge option there.
Yeah. Lane finishes. Yeah. It's gonna be free. I have come here and worked on my car, but that was when I was in Seattle.
What's the pressure down?
15.
Yeah, usually you let it sit at 20 per minute. I thought you were single.
I'm
Fucking
pushing.
rip that thing.
I'm not pulling.
We'll stick it, push it against your crotch.
You saw that?
E throttle relay not selected. I thought it didn't fucking matter.
Bless you.
Thank you. It's insisting I do an E throttle relay. But how would we get power to 9 and 10?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's built into it.
If you go to their website, it literally says that.
It says what?
If you go to their website on the how to hook it up, it literally just says 9 and 10. Straight to, like, right to the throttle body. This guy, you gotta hook this guy back up.
Okay. I faked it. I made one up.
You faked it?
Yep.
What does that mean?
I gave it a fake one.
Okay.
See what happens. Oh my lord. The software is starting to freak out on me. I think I need to close it. I'm gonna close the software and reopen it. It's freaking out. It's doing what it typically does. Grab the inline code from the site and copy paste and type out. Yeah, well I don't have he wrote it down and did it, so I just had him tell me from where he was. They got the codes yesterday. So that's why. And if I did that, well, I couldn't give him shit about not knowing the phonetic alphabet.
I hear the throttle body. Gotta look in there, Carson. No, not yet. Oh, it moved. I saw it move. Oh, it's moving. Oh, it's moving.
TPS sub is in a fault state.
Good. Love it.
Okay, which one is that? That's 9. I'm going to switch it real quick to 3 and swap 3 to the one.
Yeah, because it could be backwards. The CVT though. There should be. Wow.
He's insulting me. Yeah.
All right, it says it's calibrated. That's what it says.
Hit the pedal?
Well, I'm going to take it out of sediment mode first.
Oh, God, it moved.
I didn't do a thing. Is it moving?
No.
Okay, so it's not right. Which throttle body is this?
Bosch.
Is this the one off the Ford?
73. No, this is a Bosch one.
No, but what was it used on?
BMWs or 996 Porsches.
Well, as soon as I turned it on, the whole system failed.
Love it.
Power steering?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like my air was separated.
Don't overfill it.
APS tracking error. I didn't move my throttle. How could it have a tracking error?
It closed shut.
No, but it says the throttle, my foot position tracking error.
Oh. Well, I might have the inputs on the pedal wrong too.
Okay.
Backwards.
What do you mean?
Did you calibrate the throttle or the pedal?
Yeah, I did. You mean like the sub and main backwards? That shouldn't matter because it isn't picky.
Okay.
Press pedal down. They both went up. Release pedal. They both went down. Is this a super pedal?
Yep. 05 Legacy.
Closed. Open. Closed. Open. You don't know why it's AN volt 7 above high. Error high is 4.4. AN volt 7 is 4.4. That's weird. It was only 4 earlier. That's weird. Does this thing have low voltage right now?
Oh, potentially. You want to hook that jump box to the battery?
No, it says 11.4. That's not bad.
You trying to paint it?
Never.
It took me 6 weeks to say.
And no IAT right now, right?
Hmm?
All right. No IAT right now.
No IIT. It took a little juice. Jump box went on it.
It's barely on positive, but
Okay.
Whoops. Wrong one.
I paid it.
All right, let's see if it flips out again. Is it moving?
Nope.
Hmm.
It doesn't even attempt. Oh, there it goes. As soon as you key off, it opens though. It shuts when you key on.
It's open right now?
Not all the way. It's at zero or it's at neutral position right
Oh, okay, yeah.
now. Right now it shuts closed. Now it's closed hard.
Is it going up or down or anything?
No. It doesn't even change sound when you press pedal.
Orange like that, but it's bandana all the way through. So it looks super cool. It'll be custom built.
Okay, APS is tracking correctly. That is tracking. Okay, so let's do the throttle position again.
Single gallon.
What is it now?
All the way closed still?
It's all the way closed. Okay.
I heard it change.
Yeah, I changed the frequency of it. Okay, we're going to do this again.
So are your wheels
Oh, zero. No. So it's neutral. Oh, there it goes. There it goes.
so your other pattern's 100?
That was like 20%.
That's all it was, is 20%?
Yep.
Oh, this thing said it was full open.
Yeah, no, it was like 20%. For a 73 mil throttle body, though, that might be all right.
Okay, so
You just shove the green thing down in there. Poke it down in there. Yep, there you go. Haven't done this before.
5. Okay, so why is it only going halfway open?
30. Try 30. 30%.
No, that's just doing the calibration procedure. It's trying to do it itself. So it's closed.
Yep. 30. Close.
So this is one of those fucked up ones that's basically off of a Ford.
Oh, it's just like Matt's.
Yeah.
Does the same kind of calibration.
Mm-hmm.
The good shit. Way better.
Better than red?
Yeah. Not as good as pink.
Okay, I think I have them switched still though. I'll try it again.
Way to pink.
Yeah. In Volkswagen.
Did that go any more open or less
Well,
open?
Same. I mean, I'm visually the same. I don't know
Sure, sure, yeah.
exactly, but it's probably about 30%.
So it's supposed to be 51% is what it's supposed to be.
I mean, that could be close. Because 100 would be 0. So, yeah, that's about 50. Yeah.
Okay, let's try it again then.
That's about 50. That did not open.
At all?
Nope. It tried to and then stopped. It tried to and then faulted. Love it. I'll cash you out exactly what happened. 25.
How far open did it open that time? Did you check? Did you see it? Is it moving?
All the way shut.
It's not moving?
Nope.
Well, something ain't fucking right.
Well, I did it, so that's a good chance.
What's it right now?
Neutral position.
I don't know why that's so low. Change that. That's probably what it is. I didn't realize that was only a 30.
Shut. I was gonna say we'll do it, right? Shut. All the way. That was 100%. That was all the way down.
Okay, that was my fault.
It went smooth though.
Yeah, I didn't see that it had the max duty cycle was set at 30 for it.
Oh, yeah, because it sounded like it was limited out. Like it tried to, and it made it.
Okay, is it moving? Nope.
Nope.
It's not moving now.
The TPS is calibrated. It calibrates, and then also pedal position calibrates.
Nothing. Keeps airing out, but now I got it set at negative 100 and positive 100. All right, let me go to this tab, and then I'm going to go to setup. I'll put it back in setup mode. Okay, so APS is moving. Like that.
Just about. We're trying to calibrate the throttle. The Legacy? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that.
We won't have time.
We'll do that. Hmm?
Looking for a quote so I got factory.
Yeah.
No jams that or
You only have the rears to do on that power person. The front's all the way done.
Is it totally closed right now?
Yes. Yes, it's tight. They like it.
Where is... I don't want this. I want my duty cycle. My E-motor duty. See if everything's just fucking backwards. All right, someone check and see if they're backwards. I don't think they are because of the way it's behaving. I think they're okay, but let's do it again.
All the way open.
That's open.
All the way shut. Nope, that was neutral. Now it's shut.
Okay, so that was the right direction. That was negative and positive, the right direction.
It's supposed to be a fast car.
body kit makes it faster because you have more tread to the ground. So what are you doing with those words?
Selling you.
Yeah, that's what you're $100. You didn't even
29.50. Open. Neutral. Shut.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Which means you should give them a new and let me send them their work, have them read
No, see if work can cut them down to 15. No, he means they wrecked it by putting it like this.
I wrecked it.
Yeah.
I do bad. I do bad.
They're supposed to go fast on bag. You just gained 600 pounds.
Got it. I'm pulling my back seats off. Hey, I pulled mine out.
Your passenger seat. But she can sit on you.
I can't lift my air ride over my back. Yeah. You pull on it.
Dude, that's how you see if you can take on my chick. You put her in the passenger seat and you see if it airs up on that side a couple PSI. If it does, get the fuck out. No, it's because he's rubbing through. He has a hose rubbing on it. Wow. Nah. So is it voltage airing?
I don't know. So here, 465 and 033. 465. 465 033. Okay. Those happen at the same time. So they're moving together at the same time.
So it's just not responding?
It's responding during the calibration. It's responding fine. Oh, I don't have any fucking target. There's no fucking target on here. But it was erroring out before I even got to the target, so. Let's see. It was, as soon as I put it into that mode, it would crash and say some fault. So let's see. Maybe it works now. I don't know.
Oh shit! Yep, it's working.
Is that
It's all
full?
the way open.
That's full open right there?
Yep.
Is that half?
Half, roughly. Ooh, that's hot.
No errors this time.
That's hot.
That's weird. I wonder if it was erroring because I didn't have the target map set.
Oh, and it just
I don't
had
know.
nothing to look for.
Yeah.
So it did not reach target, which would cause an error.
Well, the target was 0, and so that's what was weird. I don't understand why it was doing that with the target being 0, but it kept saying one of the sensor signals was out. Put the new charger on before I blow the gasket. Hey, I've been good today. I've been good today. I apologize for yelling at him yesterday. I apologized. But shit need to get done. And sometimes they just need a little push. All right, so at 100, my duty cycle got to what? Motor duty got to 50. So I don't need to do that much. We'll just say a high of. I don't think I need to.
Yeah, because if this all works, I have to do it all to at least one other car. And it does have coolant and oil in it. So
Right now?
Yep.
It has fuel in it too.
Mhm.
So what is it missing? Is the coil pack plumbed in?
Yep. No,
Okay.
you could top fire right now. If this auto body calibration work.
All right, let's do it.
I don't see any reason why they can't start it. We primed it last night. It does have rutheniums in it,
Cool.
just so you have the timing map for that. The only thing preventing it from driving is the PCV system and air to water, the pump and shit. So, but I think that's it. Carson's gonna go take pictures of R34. That way we can make a post. Damn, you're dead. That's okay. So you can get a couple. You got your phone with you? Yeah. So worst case.
See if I can get this thing fired up and run really good. I'll try it right now. You said 1050s, right?
1050, yeah. I don't know if fuel pressure's at. It's whatever the regulator was set to.
It won't matter. It's got a sensor.
This is looking really good. I mean, look, the back try and I take it off the start number so we can see if that comes out before I love everything.
As soon as I back my car out, it rained again. The hell?
It started on me trying to wax that. I was like, oh, it's nice and cool. I can do it out front. And then it started raining. I was like,
I don't think you're allowed to bring your car here anymore. I said, I don't think he's allowed to bring his car here anymore.
I'm trying not to, but everything keeps breaking.
did you show Dom the sticker layout? Oh. Should show him the car's ass of what it's going to look like.
it'll blend it well.
I'll do a table later. No can lander right now?
No candidly anthem. It smells like old ethanol.
Wish my car did.
Dude, it fired up almost instantly, though.
It definitely did.
I have to cut, or I have to buff, wax that thing again now.
The chauffeur, that's pretty much what we do.
I don't want to anymore. I think it should just be clean and stay.
Well, that sucks. I don't want that.
Hold on.
Is it the starter?
Fuel or oil?
That's water.
It is water. No, it's fuel
Oh, it's fuel.
in the header.
So is there a stuck injector?
No, it's from us cranking it last night.
Yo, you guys cranked it last night?
Uh-huh. So I was cranking it for a while getting oil pressure, right?
Oh, you jackhole.
Hold on, and then I realized, I was like, wait, why does it smell like ethanol? And then Carson's like, oh, the key's on. So I was out here on the starter, you know, getting oil pressure. Don't start.
I'm not.
That's a lot. You gotta think. That's crazy. You know, it's funny because the exhaust sounded really weird.
I wonder why.
Well, it's full of water.
It's not water. It's full of fuel.
I thought it was oil. Which I was like, oh yeah, no, that's definitely Josh's turbo.
Surprised it didn't detonate.
And explode.
That's ethanol.
Wicked fireball.
Ethanol.
Okay, so I turned the fuel off. I'm going to bump it, though. I turned the fuel off, too. That's residual.
Yeah, fan on it so that we can try to keep at it a little bit. And then
This software keeps freaking out. This is pissing me off.
we can come see it.
Where is it?
He's out taking pictures with 30. He's just literally down the road.
Oh.
Let me call him dumb. I don't want to like start it without him.
You should have taken a video of it, dump it,
I did.
out and send it to
I did.
Be like, hey, your car broke. It doesn't have an air oil separator on it right now.
Dude, the fuel's turned off. Injection is off.
What are you trying to do?
Call Carson. Dry ethanol.
Oh,
It dries super fast.
I don't think this is working.
it smells like wet.
Was that fucking rod bearing I heard?
Huh?
Is that a rod bearing I heard?
I can't hear what you said.
Rod bearing?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Wasn't?
It was fucking knocking because it has so much fuel in it.
No, I don't think that's what that was.
No, it pissed like about a half a gallon of fuel out of your exhaust.
This is weird. I got the fuel turned off and it still wants to run.
We should check, make sure it does have oil.
You told me it had oil in it.
It does. I mean, it should. It does.
All right, fire in the hole. Okay.
You need a turbo sump restrictor.
Have
I
you
can
seen
tell.
All right, I'm gonna turn the injectors back on now.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Neither.
That's just ethanol.
Oh, I get it. We were
From
trying to,
cranking it last night with the key on.
no, we were trying to pump the half tank out. We were the exhaust. Yep. That's it. So it goes pumping. Will it explode?
Is not happy.
No. Let's Should we check those coils?
One of them, I mean, that's so much fuel.
Yeah, but it's not in the cylinders. It's not in the cylinders, or it'd have no compression.
How's it getting in the exhaust?
It got there before, and now it's been sitting in the header this whole time. Because otherwise, it would stop cranking. Right? Like,
Oh, yeah, it would be hydrolyzed.
it would hydrolock, and we'd bend a rod, and we hear...
Just a little bit every time you're cranking it, it was just filling the head.
Right.
So you think a coil pack is not working?
Yeah, maybe, or the plugs are fouled because it's covered in fuel.
Oh, that's for sure what it is.
But let's check the coil packs anyways real quick.
Well, I don't want it to blow up.
It's not going to blow up. I mean, if it does, then that'd be a fucking amazing.
What the fuck, man? Amazing. He said that about my car before he tuned it too. Yeah, no. As soon as I left. I'm really sad.
Guys, went through all 4 of them.
Good photo.
Do you hear me? I just went through all 4 of them.
Did they click?
Once you get
I don't know.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah, put your face really close.
Okay, I got cylinder 2.
kiss it, bitch.
Yes.
Okay. 4.
Yep.
Okay. 1.
That one's still clicking with it. Do cylinder 3 and let me unplug it.
3.
Say that again?
Yeah. We're all good.
Does 1 work? Did 1 work? Did 1 work?
Should I pull forward?
Okay.
The rally car doesn't have doors though. We can put it behind mine. Yeah.
Did it 4?
I just left that screen.
Just pull it forward. I'm gonna work on it here in a second.
No, you're good.
That's 4.
Okay, that would work. Oh my goodness. Four was the one I was concerned about because that was the one that had the clip missing from it today, and Carson pinned it on there. He did take a picture of the bug eye though first. So.
I'm going to crank up the dwell here. See if we can brighten the spark up. There's what the die. Jesus fuck, come on.
What?
This software is just so fucking buggy sometimes. It just drives me insane. Tons of dwell. Do you want to do this for extended period of time because they'll burn coil packs up? That starter sounds terrible. I need to fix this real quick because this is definitely not right. My cold starter is totally screwed. This is totally screwed. Let's go back to that. Come on, Link. Let's go. Come on. Let's do it. Okay. I don't want that right now. I want this to be just 1. That's what I want. 1. Like that. Maybe I went too high. I haven't done the plane head like this before, but oh, you know what? I don't have fuel pressure indication, so it's messed up.
What's that?
Fuel pressure's not working right.
Oh. I mean, it could just be off.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know what that regulator was set to.
It says 0. It says,
Oh, so it's maxing the injectors out?
yeah. Unplug it. Okay, it's the exact same as earlier today. The same voltage and everything. So like signal and power and ground are backwards.